Hey, good morning, everyone. On this Sunday, I know a lot of us are waking up to snow on the ground. Some of us even still have some snow falling at this hour. Take a look at the radar here in just a little bit, but I hope everyone is staying safe, staying inside off those roads, and staying warm. So here is a look at some of the snowfall reports we've had around the region. Of course, we've had much more than what I'm going to show you, but these are just a few. Now, we've had almost 5.5 inches so far in Elgin, and like I said, some of these areas still seeing a little bit of light snow at this hour before it's wrapping up, but it is on its downward trend at this time. Winsboro reporting 4.5 inches. Pomeria in Newberry County, 4 inches. Blythewood, 3.5 inches. Also, Orangeburg picking up a couple of inches of that snowfall. And so, again, several inches of that snowfall, definitely a rare treat for snow lovers. And, I do have to say, at least it is easy to brush off your car. This dry, powdery snow, you don't have to chip away at it. Now, as we take a look at First Alert Radar, again, we still have that area of low pressure sitting off our coastline, but it will be moving more towards the north as we go into later this morning. We still have some of those snow showers across parts of the viewing area. In fact, as we take a look, you can see portions of Richland County seeing some light snow. Also, it looks like just south and east of downtown Columbia seeing some light snow. Even down towards Orangeburg seeing some of that snow at this time. But again, this is all starting to kind of taper off and wind down as that area of low pressure starts to make its move more towards the north. And you can see areas in Sumter County likely will be adding to their snowfall totals as well, because they are seeing the snow right now east over in Richland County. Also, it looks like St. Matthew seeing some snow as well. And then also up towards Lee County seeing still some snow at this hour. So there you see it. Temperatures, they're colder than they were yesterday morning at this time. Right now, we've got 20 degrees in Sumter. Columbia also coming in at 20 degrees. Keep in mind that freezing threshold at 32. So we are well below freezing. Lexington at 21. And so the roads are slick. If you can stay off those roads, please do so. Just try to stay safe. If you don't have to be anywhere, stay off those roads. Now, the winter storm warning will continue through 10 a.m. later this morning. And then we focus on these extremely cold conditions that we're going to have in place. Now, it's cold out there right now, but our winds will be strong from time to time this morning. And that is going to lead to these feels like temperatures, wind chills down into the single digits, if not around zero, if not possibly a little below zero. So it is possible that we could have it feeling like below zero at times. So make sure you are bundled up, dressed in layers. Just limit any exposed skin as much as you possibly can. Have those gloves, that hat, the scarves. Have something over your face if you can, because it is going to be quite cold. Now, we have 21 degrees in Columbia, showing a little bit of light snow at the airport. It does feel like 9 degrees at this time, so it already feels like single digits out there. And so again, we have that extreme cold warning that goes into effect, or that is in effect, until 10 a.m. And we could have our wind chills at times below zero. So a couple of degrees below zero, not completely out of the question in terms of those wind chills, those feels like temperatures. So here is what you can expect through the day. Now, our temperatures, unlike yesterday, will warm up, but not that much. In fact, we'll only make it to the mid 30s for later this afternoon. So we'll only be above freezing really for just a few hours. We should have plenty of sunshine. And so anything in direct sunlight should melt a bit. We're not going to melt all of the snow because a lot of areas did see, several inches, some areas picking up around 5 inches of that snowfall. And so it's not going to all melt today. But the problem is that whatever does melt will likely run into roads or onto sidewalks that melt, and it is going to freeze again as we look ahead to later tonight. Because later tonight, even though we won't have as much wind as what we're expecting for this morning, we've got temperatures falling down into the teens, so quite a bit below freezing. So we're definitely going to see any melt freezing by Monday morning. We're going to have some icy spots on those roads because that snow melt may run into the roads, refreeze, and then we've got those icy spots to deal with for Monday morning. That's going to be the case also for sidewalks and parking lots as well. Now, Monday afternoon, we'll have sunny skies and temperatures into the 40s. So we will see more of the snow melting. So I think this will take care of a lot of it. But again, the problem is Tuesday morning, we're likely going to have black ice developing on those roads because of that snow melting. So we'll be dealing with icy spots on roads likely again for Tuesday morning. But then we're back up into the 50s Tuesday, and I think that will get rid of all remaining snow. And then Wednesday, that's when we'll be tracking our next chance for rain. So it looks like we'll stay out of any wintry precipitation possibilities after this, at least looking at your 10-day forecast. In fact, your 10-day forecast showing temperatures back up into the upper 50s by Friday, and that is what we typically can expect for early February. Well, as always, you can go to our website. I know a lot of places have changed their schedules. I know a lot of churches have canceled their services today, or they're streaming their services. You can always go on our website. Our digital staff is updating a list of closures around the region, not just for today, but also for tomorrow. And if you have a closure, contact us and let us know about it so we can get that on the list. Now, also, a lot of kids are going to be going outside and going to be enjoying the snow that we've had. It may not be, the best for making snowballs, but you can make one, and you can certainly, make a snowman. At least we have enough snow that it shouldn't be, dirty snowman with grass in it. So, we've got, especially as there's seeing several inches of that snowfall. So send us pictures of your kids enjoying the snow. Let us know where you're sending a picture from. Give us your name. We'll get that on air. And one way that you can do that, we've got the QR code right there on the screen for you. You can point your camera at it, and we've got on our First Alert Weather app an area where you can scroll down that says submit your photos here, and you can submit it right there on the app. Another great reason to have the app is that we update the app all through the day. Each meteorologist will give a video update, and so it's not anything that's generated by a computer algorithm. It's us giving you that update throughout the day. Also, you'll be notified of any alerts that are issued for your area. So it's great to have, not just for this event, but, going forward. And it also has a live radar on there as well. So that way you can see, not just here at home, any precipitation of any kind heading your direction, but you can really, you can check out the West Coast. So it's just really cool. It's a really neat thing to have, and it is free. Well, we'll be checking in with you all throughout the morning, so just stay inside, stay warm. And if the kids are heading out to enjoy the snow, take those pictures, send them to us, and also make sure that you're taking plenty of breaks coming back indoors to warm up and dry off, and maybe have a little bit of hot cocoa.